When I was younger, I always thought I'd end up being a researcher of some kind. I studied biological cognitive psychology at university and was obsessed with how the mind works. Music was always a big part of my life though, and my studies eventually focused just on this. I started taking piano lessons at the age of 12, writing music at 15, and finally got my first release out at 18 on Segment Records in the UK. I used to be influenced by house mostly. That all changed at the age of around 25. I can't say why exactly. I started to get interested in different types of music, like rock and classical, taking note of acts like the Chemical Brothers, Massive Attack and Muse. I love that rougher electronic sound, guitars, processed synths. Nowadays I always try to give my music a bit of a rougher edge. Studying music from an early age allowed me to explore it in many forms. Scoring and composing is a different outlet for me, but I'm finding more areas where it's similar to producing dance tracks. When I write dance music, it's my own imagination that's the limit. I think my productions are very different from one another, but people always tell me they can recognize my sound. I always try to have it pumping with a bit of melancholy. I don't like records that lack any kind of depth. It doesn't have to be a melody per se, but anything that adds a shine on top of a good groove. I like a very fluent way of mixing, and that's something I've translated onto this compilation. I don't just pay attention to programming or flow, but also things like key. I want it to sound smooth. Even though it's a live CD, I want people to enjoy it in a lot of different settings. I love to build up a mix, to tell a story and to have it go somewhere. A CD like this is something people should be able to enjoy multiple times. If I can do a mix that stands the test of time, as well as be interesting at a variety of different moments, then I feel like I did a good job.